Hey, Jamie Martin. I'm the Raceway Manager for Grand River Raceway in Elora. In a typical workday as Raceway Manager, out of season where you're doing more maintenance work, or you're just operating an off-track betting location, or in season when you have quite a few more employees, and you're preparing for each and every race day, it's really making sure that your people are happy and showing up, and that they need any help in the tasks they have, whether it's working in the barn or working in the grandstand as officials. All those various tasks, you need to support your people to make sure that they have the tools they need to do what they need to do on a race night. So as far as the traits required to perform my job, I would say any management position, it's good to be calm and supportive and not be overreactive to situations, because they happen and you just need to be able to respond. When you're dealing with horse people that race at the track, sometimes things happen where they get upset. And you need to just be able to diffuse situations and really sort of get to the bottom of what happened and how you can help and how you can resolve things. So I would say, just being very calm. Now, sometimes you have to be assertive, right? But in a way that is going to be productive and ultimately solve the problem at hand. And the same applies when you're dealing with customers. Customers have expectations, and sometimes they're not met. So you just have to deal with them in a way that that you're supportive of the staff that they were dealing with, but also you have to listen, right? And so by listening, that helps diffuse the situation. So I would say the challenges, I kind of talked about some of the challenges in the role, but and I think the other challenges, you just don't anticipate what is going to get thrown at you. So sometimes, it is dealing with horses, and we're outdoors. It's one of the challenges is weather, and the weather can throw you a curveball that makes it sort of more difficult to operate, plus puts everybody on edge, whether it's participants with the horses or your staff who have to deal with the participants. But it's you kind of have to just be able to roll with it. And I think obviously experience helps. When you've gone through something once or twice, it's a lot easier. And it's the same with so I think a lot of the times as a manager, your staff look up to you to make the decisions and to really take the pressure off them when there's pressure. And so I would say that's it's a lot easier for me to do today than it was for me to do 30 years ago when I was in this position. So because you just get some experience, but the reality is you have to go through it to get the experience. I started off on the parent mutual side of the horse racing business, which is the wagering side, and that was many years ago. But it just sort of evolved into overseeing the entire racetrack. For folks looking to come into the business, that would be you have some interests, some certain skills. Put those skills to work at a racetrack or at a horse facility. If you want to make a career of it, you'll be able to grow into management. I would say the most satisfying part about being a racetrack manager is to stay involved in the horse business, yet have because your role could be different. It could be accounting, it could be marketing, any of those things. But you're working at a racetrack, you're involved with horses, and if you're working at some racetracks, I mean, they have track stretches where you can go see horses every day, even if you're not actually hands-on working with horses for the racetrack. So I think it's it's so for me, obviously I've been fortunate enough where I've been able to meet some very high profile people in the sport. Spent time around some really fabulous horseflesh, right? I've been really fortunate there through a leadership position with lots of big stake races and things like that. I've been able to get to some major events that are a lot of fun and on the horse racing side. So I consider myself very fortunate to be able to be in the position I've had as a racetrack manager and the experiences that I've been able to gain from it. Thanks everyone for listening. I hope that if you're thinking about careers in the future, you do consider, and you love to be around horses, you do consider the racetrack as a potential landing spot where you can make a career, you can make a contribution to the horse industry, be around horses, and yet provide a different vocation that is actually, you're not actually hands-on horses. And so thank you again for listening, and good luck in the future.